I am Naomi, proudly standing as the opposition of today's motion. This House preferred that the government should provide cash transfers instead of social goods. Well, here, this House disagrees with the motion. Instead of giving out cash, the government should give out social goods as a way to help their citizens. Helping out citizens with social goods has many forms, such as public facilities, voucher, health, and education. This way, the help will be more impactful compared to giving out cash. And this is why this House strongly opposes the government team. First, giving out cash is a temporary help, and the system used by the government team is not proper enough. You say that giving out good is a temporary help and not effective enough. Well, on the opposite, helps and cash is more temporary compared to goods. Instead, goods last as long as of investment. Goods such as public facilities and health members help the citizens better because the citizens would not misuse the goods that they received. For example, scholarships only used for education, health member only used for health facilities. So this proves that the goods would not be misused. How could they misuse the goods? But on the other hand, money usually becomes misused. When the government gives money away, we do not know what will the citizen use the money for. Either they use it for bad things or good things, we'll never know. In fact, money is a temporary help because the citizens do not know how to manage it. Usually, citizens struggle to manage money. A hard-cold truth. A popular mindset proves that the poor will always stay poor, even if they were given money. Because why? They do not know how to manage it. This is why giving money is a temporary help. Maybe they will live in luxury for a day when they are given money, and the other day they become poor again. That is a hard-cold truth. Moreover, giving out money always leads to fraud and corruption. That means the citizen would have less money delivered to their hands. There's also a real example why giving out a cash is a terrible idea. A real example of giving out cash ever happened in America, where Donald Trump gives out cashes at the beginning of the pandemic that ends up creating inflation in America on the beginning of pandemic. How worse could it be? This shows that shoving out money does not solve the problem. Second, helping in a form of education such as scholarship is more efficient and effective. Here, the government team mentioned that helping in such as good, like scholarships, is not efficient enough. On the opposite, help such as scholarships, free school fees, and others does help this country. The affirmative team mentioned that education helps do not lead us anywhere. Because at the end, people will be staying up, being stuck in helping their parents. The statement that you gave is as if you are saying that education would not get us anywhere. This mindset is wrong. Education is the key of advancement for a country in many factors. When education improves in a country, where education develops in a country, this rubbles to many factors, such as economy, health, safety. Everything is, the key of everything is education. So, rather than giving hard cold cash, the government should have given knowledge, such as, for example, seminars about how to manage money and how to invest it, rather than merely giving cash and then the government proceeds to do nothing. For example, such as remote areas like Papua and small areas in Kalimantan. If you only give them cashes, how will they access education? Where's the educator? Where are the facilities? How could they make a use of those money given? Prices prices are way expensive there. Rather than that, they do not need much of cash. Rather than that, they need education. They need goods such as health, like health members and others. This is why the government should have give goods as help rather than hard cold cashes. What is the point of giving out cash knowing it won't be any use to them? Lastly, social good creates higher chances to advance this country. So social goods would advance Indonesia in long term. Not only the education you are talking about, but also in many factors. Now let's focus on education. When the government gives out help such as free public schools, scholarships, even webinars, it is to improve the human resource quality in Indonesia. Why? Because higher human resource quality leads for the citizens to have more proper jobs with their knowledge. Not just simply waiting there for the cash that the government always gives out on some certain times. The affirmative mentioned that the citizens will be too dependent to the government if they kept using facilities they provide. But isn't that the point of being a government? That is why government exists, to improve this country, to develop this country in many factors such as infrastructures, education, economy, strategy, and everything. So on the other side, waiting up for a cash that the government always gives out is the one that is dependent. They would not be able to do anything if the government does not give out the cashes because they cannot earn money by themselves. Even though if the citizens earn money from the government programs, they still earn it by themselves. So that is why the government should have give more programs and then help such as goods to the citizens, because overall social goods leads to advancement of this country in many factors. So in summary, this house has come up with 3 strong arguments. First, giving out cash is a temporary help and the system used by the government team is not proper enough. Second, helping in the form of education like scholarships is much effective. Lastly, social goods create higher chance to advance this country overall in many factors. So the government should choose to give goods to their citizens over merely giving out cash. What is the point of giving money if the citizens will stay in the same condition? What is the point? Until the end, this house opposes to this motion, and I am proud to propose